sometimes it's super hard to explain that this table is not healthy for you. It's not healthy for your kids, for example. It's not healthy for the earth.
Have a conversation, to have a discussion, longer discussion, not for 5 minutes meeting, but something deeper, without phones, without screens.
Then materials, healthy materials. If you want to have a healthy time with people, we cannot smell toxic.
Hello, in Table Talks, we have a wonderful guest, Anna Groń, interior designer, interior architect, working on different kind of projects, from independent investors to huge offices. Tell me more about your story. Why you started to be interior architect? What was the breaking moment for you?
It was my dream since I was a kid, to be honest. And actually, I don't know why, because no one in my family worked with interiors, and it is hard to find this candle which lighted this idea in my head. I started as an architect support, and how to explain, meeting people in the correct moments, places, and here I am in my life right now.
Yeah, you are. Since I remember your works, you were always taking a big attention to details, especially with visualizations. I always knew that all visualizations you are making, when we were cooperating, they will have a proper quality and a nice set out. So I was always sure that we'll have something really nice to share with clients. Yeah,
it is super nice to hear this.
And then you started to work with Nowy Styl, yes?
Yes, since few years I cooperate with Nowy Styl, and this is a totally new experience for me. To compare like individual clients with big companies, showrooms, fair, it opened a lot of new design doors for me.
Yeah, and tell me more, because you are working and used to work on the big fit outs in Toronto, in US, also with independent individual clients. Yes. Are they aware of natural materials? Are there similar needs? Or, this is a different topic for them?
If we are talking about natural materials or materials generally, it looks totally different between if we want to compare like offices, showrooms with individual clients, because in case of offices we have design guidelines, rules, specific rules, specific with the market, for example, from fire department rules, certifications, and etc., etc. So it looks a bit different, because in case of commercial design, we should have like certificates for our products, right? In case of individual client, if you will not open their mind, sometimes they have no idea what they are buying, or there are no questions like, what is the table made of?
Okay. So, working with such different countries, different needs, did you experience like some companies, some markets have a bigger focus on users and employees' needs and on certifications.
For companies, it is super important that employees have they have to have a really nice work comfort. Like for example, a comfortable chair, a nice desk that they can fit with themselves, and of course, like if I want to look like for whole world or Europe, for example, there some needs are a bit different in case even of materials, even in case of how they are working daily,
You mentioned before our conversation that in example, in Toronto and in LA, you had your company had a different requests about materials and certifications. Yes, was it easy to deliver them the solution they were needing?
Oh, actually, I would say that materials which we were used to produce this product, they already had this certification, so it was quite easy. But we didn't know that they will ask us for this. But it was quite easy to manage. I was surprised that they have like such a restrict rules over there, because in Europe it looks a bit easier.
Okay,
not in a good way. Not in a good way. I use easier words.
Okay, so they were even requiring higher standards. Yes, yeah, that's a surprise for me, because I thought, in Europe we have really high standards, and
we have, but they can be higher.
Okay, so there is no limit.
There's no limit. Yes.
Okay, but with independent clients for homes, they are not aware of European green passports, I guess.
To be honest, I had no question from individual clients. Maybe 1-2 in the last years, clients were more open for the topics like this. But such a question like, what is the material used to produce this? Unfortunately, no. I'm not talking about certificates, because this is totally out of their head.
Yeah, but there are new materials, new solutions, which are can replace the materials we are around us, and those ones which are not, which are fulfilled with some formaldehyde or not so good for us elements, like formaldehydes or toxic glues.
Yes, exactly. But it is easier to convince commercial client than individual, because they have rules, especially if they have sustainability policy, and they care about their employees or customers, right? But with individual clients, sometimes, especially if you have eco-septic in front of you, and people have no knowledge, sometimes it's super hard to explain that this table is not healthy for you.
Yeah.
No, it's not healthy for your kids, for example. It's not healthy for the earth in the long term, right? What we will do with this top when you want to do some changes, or you want to replace with something new.
Yeah, so you mentioned that investors like offices and corporations are aware if they have this policy. But in your journey, did you had some issues with general managers when they were choosing, an example, product for their employees? Are they aware of like the materials can help their employees to work more efficiently, or they are focused on marketing and communication only, the eco materials and eco policy, it's marketing for them?
This is also connected with specific markets, I would say. As I said, with companies, we have guidelines, rules, building rules, like country rules. So not often I have questions about what is inside, what is inside. For companies, it is super important to have, for example, comfort office areas for people. But comfort means nice sitting, adjustable desks, right? Which are prepared with good materials, but good, it means that they will not be destroyed in a year, for example. Right? This is super important for now.
So they are the materials which are really resistant.
Yes.
Yeah, that's understandable, because someone is spending money.
Yes. But I think we can find like halfway between something which will actually, what we can use years and can be not, how to say, bad for our healthy.
Yeah. But with natural materials, usually when we are creating some solutions or creating furniture out of, an example, annual plants, as we have this table here, we can design that it will last for some years. Like we are able to plan it and protect it to have it more durable. And from the other side, we as all natural materials are able to be back to the cycle. They can be recycled again, or they can be biodegradable. So that are your clients from, an example, you mentioned Toronto or LA about different needs in our previous conversation. Also, you mentioned Netherlands and Poland. Are there any differences in their needs?
Between their needs? Oh, I think yes. Like generally, every country on the earth has, I think, different needs, because I remember our speech about how it is in Italy and how it is in the northern countries, right? And for example, I'm a big fan of Scandinavian style, of the philosophy of how they are creating their interiors. And on the opposite side, as an interior designer, I'm also focused on this, how to say it, I want to use some nice word, blinky furnitures, but to compare, I cannot design for an Italian family or Italian office supernatural area focused only on how this product is made of, And on the opposite side, I cannot bring to the Norway fully blinking products with brands, hard to say, like generally to specify differences. Every market is totally different, but also have same points in design.
You were mentioning that in offices in Netherlands, you were or spaces you were designing. The user, the client is really important. The employees is really important also.
Yes.
And you bring the story about this Netherlands space you were designing with like coziness and.
Oh yes. And actually, I will start with this, that, for now, what I noticed that Poland is and Polish companies are for now a bit closed for how to make easier space for their employees. This is what I noticed, because for example in Netherlands there is they have like pro-mom policy, that mom can come to the office with a baby. They have their own area, their own space, which is designed for them. Like lighting is super important, acoustic is super important, armchairs, carpet, everything is designed typical for them, that they can have a special room to feed the baby, to have just a bit of silence. So yeah, this is a new experience for me in offices design.
That sounds really great. Like
Right?
Yeah, I think it is wonderful that they are bringing back women to offices to be like independent ones, and to be able to go back.
I'm sorry. I will say that also in Germany, I was super surprised, because then I had first time like connection with mom and the baby in the office, and I was super surprised. No one was annoyed by crying baby. Like whole office is living like somehow in a house,
Okay.
that these people have such a comfort to work there.
That sounds great, but it depends also of setting or of furniture.
Of course.
And do you think that it's possible to create spaces which are meeting zones more comfortable, or they will have a bigger influence for concentration? Are there any rules and guidelines you are using to create such a spaces?
From my side, because of course, when we are designing offices, we have these rules from the building, from the country, from the fire safety department. But in my opinion, but this is my opinion, of course, sometimes it is super hard to convince the client that using natural materials is super important, right? For example, my colleague prepared for this year for Clark and Well Design Week in London, like a special area for customers and clients and people who will visit our showroom, special area with samples made with natural products, where they can touch, where they can smell, and they can see the difference between a natural, healthy product, right, material, and on the opposite side, something what is not close to our lives.
That sounds great. Like it's a part of education. You have to do all the time for your clients, and I think after Milano Design Week this year, I have a feeling that materials and stories are really important. There is not so many new products around us, but the story behind the product or the shape brings the attention of clients. Yeah. This is something what is everywhere. Yeah. But the materials will have huge influence on our behavior and our feeling. But having new materials, having new solutions which are not or they are in a testing process, and they require building the knowledge about them. It's harder maybe to convince clients than if you have mass-produced material delivered for renowned producers and with a really good price. Are we able to convince clients that some maybe slower made materials will be better for them if they even don't have or they have certification, but it requires spending more money to create these proofs than when there are bigger companies mass producing some solutions already.
It is also connected with a person with you are working. This is sometimes a battle, between some brand, which is generally known, and something new. But it is easier for me if I know the product, if I know the story, if I know how it's made. Because I had one situation. Of course, it was something like a bathroom stuff, and my colleague, we were working together, and he tried to convince me to use something. I don't remember. Never mind. But what he said, that was super important. You not believe in this, so you will not sell it to your client. And I said, yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's true. And I see this connection, if I have a client who fully trusts me, because it's on me to have this knowledge. And I have a client who trusts me fully, then it is easier. Of course, like price and some things can stop him with the side to choose a better material. But if I don't know the product, and this is our responsibility as designers and architects, we have to get the knowledge, and then it is easier to sell. That sell is not a good word, but to convince clients. Both.
Yeah, but having a new material, new furniture collection like ReHemptation.
I am a big fan of.
Yeah, it's like with limited budget.
Yes, of course.
Limited budget, not as budgets as like a big corporation has. They
also sometimes don't want to pay us.
Yeah, we know they are really focused on the money, but. Is it anyway like having certifications cannot convince people, but it cannot convince the business clients? But is it important for like domestic clients to have like EPD, LCA, this new European standards? And
again, in a commercial design, if you have certificate, this is super good. Everything is like on the table. On the opposite side, I would say that people have no knowledge for now how it will be in the future and how it will change. I hope so, actually.
But you mentioned that we are not able to imagine how it will look like. But can you draw us a future? Like in your opinion, how the future should look like? And you are working with friends also. You know the market so well, so you can maybe predict the future, like meeting spaces, office spaces, dining rooms. I don't know. Can you draw it?
Actually, I'm doing this all the time because my brain works all the time, and my brain is super creative, you know, and maybe more as a dreamer, I will say. For now, we are in the middle, you know, because one side of the design is still in this moment where brand is important, something what we know is important, maybe something new is too risky for us, you know. But on the opposite side, we can observe, all of us, we can observe that this need to be closer to the nature. When people were creating where we were live, right? Totally with nature, fully with nature. And then our world changed. Some needs started to generate consumptionism. I don't know if this is correct in English. And these fake materials. And that was super important for people. For now, this is what I see when I'm talking, when I'm trying to get knowledge from my clients about their needs, that they want to have like a bit of earth in their spaces, and this is super important. And this is the point where I'm giving my hopeless that it will go this way. You know, that we will put our back more to this fake materials. And also this is sometimes like a fake creation of how these fake materials can handle using, right? Because sometimes I hear that this is super like stone, you will use it years.
Yeah. And is it true?
Mostly not.
Okay, so this is marketing,
and what will I do with this product when I don't want to use it anymore? You know?
Do you think people will be in the future able to take an example, sandpaper, and do some sandpapering of the tabletop and then oil it or wax it by themselves, or they will require, the full service?
I have a lot of clients who are doing like renovation by them own.
Yeah,
of course.
Okay, but in offices, no. I think in office it will require, special.
To be honest, in the office, in a commercial designing, I never saw, like, for example, fully wooden or natural top anywhere.
Okay.
Sometimes it looks like just to compare, and when we have like full building designed with some sustainability ideas, policy. Sometimes, unfortunately, it looks like we have this main entrance, beautiful hall, where design is fully focused on natural materials, on sustainability, on eco design. And unfortunately, when we are going more inside, office spaces are still filled with cheap desks with you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I this is a nice facade.
Yes,
and
nice storytelling, nice marketing, and at the beginning when you are going inside, it is like, wow, this is super cool, super extra. Someone put a lot of attention to design this, and then it is like, why not here? People are working here,
Yeah, but it sounds like having nice picture of the office space. Does people still focus on aesthetics and having interiors like from Pinterest or from Instagram in the first place, or they would rather choose places and solutions which are more comfortable for them to spend time inside the space?
Actually, what I wanted to add to this, that every market have their own needs, like we said already, right? And if we will try to design like in the line of actual trends, let's say, then we can miss needs of our clients, Of course, like with my individual clients, if someone is showing me like picture from the Pinterest and is telling me I want to have like this, then I'm saying, so you have this.
Okay, so you are not necessary anymore, because someone is referring to existing.
Yes, exactly. I don't remember what I wanted to add to this, but I'm trying to not taking projects like I want to have this, because then it is like, stop. You will not know their needs, and probably they will not be satisfied at the end, because they saw picture. People, offices, directors, they saw pictures, and actually they know nothing about products, materials, right?
So they are mostly focusing on visuals.
Yes.
And when we are talking about senses, we are talking about visual side of the products, or the layout, and like perceiving these spaces through eyes. We know the acoustics is really important,
of course,
and like we trust more into what we hear than what we see, because we are surrounded with now a lot of fake pictures, not real one created by AI, but people believe more in this what they hear. Is it really important to clients to have this acoustic passports, which we'll have soon? Do they mentioning it, and do they know that, and or they are aware that the standards are changing in the also buildings? Developers has to lower down the sounds diffusion. Do you see any change in the acoustics sides of creating spaces?
I will. I think we should come back to the word knowledge.
Okay.
Again, because what I observed, that we used to live with noises. 1 year ago, I had a project with such a nice couple. They had a lot of knowledge about acoustic, about natural materials. The house is not already ready, but they are working on it. What was their reason to move out from their apartment? It was the place where they will live. They told me that they cannot handle noises anymore. That's why they decided to buy ground out of the city.
Okay.
With trees, totally silence. And then I was like, oh, where do I live? And now I can hear that my area is also super loud and I have a lot of noises,
Okay, so the new luxury might be having, quiet place.
Yes.
But we can work still on the places we are renting or apartments, like solving some problems through acoustic solutions. It is possible to fix it.
Of course.
But it is kind of a luxury to have spaces where you can rest, especially when the surrounding world is so loud and full of visual effects. And I think maybe in the future it will be like maybe even more important than visual side. I don't know.
I hope it will change in the future, that on the top we will have our comfort, right? Like you said, with noises, with lights, with materials, and design will be a bit behind, because we can create a really nice, beautiful space with using natural materials or healthy materials, because this is the most important, to have healthy space where we are living, right?
Yeah.
And to go back to noises and acoustic topic, I think it started to be a topic for now.
But it's still more expensive.
Of course.
Yeah, because it required like not having a fake wood panels and printed one looking like this. This is usually something what we can see when we are making researches. Like people are tending to choose something what looks like oak, what looks like different types of plywood, but it's fulfilled with it. It's only it's only makeup. It's not real product.
But yeah, this is like with life. You can drive your car super fast and have in your head, okay, there are accidents, but why it should
be? Yeah.
No. Power, Or you can smoke cigarettes. Of course, there is a cancer in the world, but not me, And I think this is totally same situation with things which we are having, clothes, like furniture, even food.
Yeah.
Everything is super connected.
Yeah, but like we are more and more aware of food, clothing, as we mentioned, but still the materials and furnitures which are around us, we don't know what's inside of a, in example, sofa. See till the moment that we believe the producer. We know this is healthy because it doesn't have any toxic materials, foams inside. Yeah, so we can feel...
Individual client never ask about it.
Yeah, but they might not know that it. Like they might trust the companies. They might trust, like we were trusting usually products we are buying, and then you can hear in radio, this product is danger for kids or for adults because it has toxic metals in, or we are not aware of it.
I'm fully agree. With
Is it any way to any solution, any way we can share this knowledge? Do you think the European passport, the European policy is a solution for us? Because I can feel a lot of hate to this. Especially some producer might mention, okay, this is a new idea of European Union, but it is like for people, for end users, or it is only for having new certifications, which they cost a lot, and not everyone is able to pay so much money for the certifications, even they are making maybe sustainable solutions. I'm not mentioning ReHemptation, but I'm mentioning the other small producers which are coping with these problems.
I think I will start with this, that I believe that there will be changes, and I keep my fingers crossed for small companies who wants to make our interiors, our life comfort better and better and better. And sometimes I don't understand why the certificates are so expensive. And they are for us, right? And sometimes it's like a big stop sign for small companies because they cannot handle these costs, right?
Yeah, like it was with biofood.
For example,
like from farm,
Yes,
not
yes.
every farmer can, having some chicken. As you mentioned, it used to be really cheap. Can you bring me the story about the chicken, because I am not able to know it.
Oh no, that was just to compare. When I was a kid, in a freezer or in the fridge, we always had food, like, for example, meat from my grandma's house, right? Like super natural, not perfect in look, And if you wanted to buy, it was a long time ago.
We don't need to answer this.
And if you wanted to buy some fancy food, which was already changed, like with hormones or something, this food was more expensive, or some junky food, right? Now we have like a mirror situation. I want to live healthy, and I want to eat healthy food, and I want to have healthy products, nice natural clothes, but I have to pay for it. Much more.
Yeah, but
much more.
Yeah,
I was super surprised, because we have a lot of these websites from we all know where they are selling like everything, like fully everything you can buy.
We can mention China. Hello, China.
Where you can buy everything. And actually, I decided just to check, because I am this kind of person, if I will not touch it, if I will not, have close connection with this, I don't know how to describe. And I was shocked, really. I ordered two things. One, it was such a nice purse, but it was made with rope. And I was like, this is super cool. It looks super cool, super natural. And of course, it wasn't like rope natural material. It was a lot of how it is, polyester. Yes. And after one use, I just put my phone inside. it was fully destroyed, you know? And can you imagine how many purses like this they are selling, people are buying, and what should I do with this? I've put it into the trash, you know, because it wasn't possible to use it anymore.
Yeah, maybe the European Green Passport will help. Yeah, but anyway, if you would like to buy the same one made in Europe, it will cost much, much more. Because
yes, but I can find someone. I can find someone who is doing this. You know.
Yeah, but if you you know that, you are aware. Maybe we don't need to have so much things.
This is yes.
Maybe we can have less and be fine with it. Maybe we don't need to buy, as we were talking about the younger generation. So I would like to talk about it more. They are maybe more and more aware of sourcing. They are maybe not willing to have so much. They would prefer to have something what is authentic. Yeah, you have 2 young daughters. Oh, yeah, I was adult already, and you are you can feel and see the changing of the generation. What do you think? What are the needs of Gen Z?
Oh, it is super nice to observe them, really. Because like with needs, they are totally opposite than I could observe my parents, my uncles, I'm not talking about my grandparents, because that was totally different time. But we are in the middle, you know, and I have this path in which I was grown from my parents, and I can learn a lot from young generation. Like my daughter, she's 21, and I can put this knowledge into my projects, and this is you said quite nice, because I wanted to tell you that I hope that we will have time where needs will be less in pieces, you know, but more in quality, you know. This is what I can observe with this young generation.
So how they are picking up products, how they are coping with this. Like there are so many fashion brands around us. Do they research the brands when they are choosing something?
Oh, I can tell you. I can tell you as an example of my daughter that she's buying clothes in second hands, and she's super proud of this. Actually, she taught me a lot of being eco. I don't like to say that like this, but yes, maybe
honest with yourself.
Yeah, maybe something like this. First of all, they are talking to each other. This young people, they are sitting, and this is not just like a slow talk about nothing. They have really nice, deep conversations between them. For me, I was like, wow. First of all, I'm super proud of my daughter. And second, I put a lot of trust that this generation, maybe young architects, maybe young interior designers, maybe they will put more impact to show people around that it is not worth to have a lot. It is more worth to have healthiness.
Yeah, it sounds great. Yeah, we had these generations facing COVID. And then now we have the crisis in Europe with wars.
Yes.
In Ukraine. So there's also a lot of stress. And there is also a huge problem and conflict about sourcing of oil or even other materials and around us, because of the Middle East crisis, and it will cause big changes for sure, like for even nearest decade. I would dream that it wouldn't change our path to being more aware of choosing materials, especially when the head of the politicians are now focusing on work and preparing.
But maybe this stress and this unsureness will bring us again to our roots,
Yes, and I hope it will be like that, that we will more be present in the places where we are. You mentioned that young generation, like your daughters, are able to sit and talk.
Yes.
Like, this was our dream in the ReHemptation to create, and we are doing it after this old conversation we are having, to create a space, to create furniture which will be good to have a conversation, to have a discussion, longer discussion, not 4 or 5 minutes meeting, but something deeper, without phones, without screens. Do you think it's possible? But young generation doesn't spend money yet. They can be they can be users, they can be future employees, and which needs has to be addressed and solved by architects and companies. So I'm wondering if there is any, like from your perspective, for your experience, any tip to design a space surrounding for meeting?
Oh, I think because of this generation, they are super open and they are super observing everything around them. There is no fake in their eyes. They can smell the fake from a mile. I think
That's great.
Yes, it looks like. So I hope, and also I want to put on the shoulders of young interior designers and architects this maybe not stole, because this is a negative way of description. I hope with how they are now, they will change it, like in our areas, our meeting rooms, our living rooms, our kitchens, restaurants, bars, just to be closer to the nature and to our health.
It sounds beautiful. But I'm wondering if a shape of a table or shape of a chair or different elements can support our meeting spaces. Like, are there at homes, are there at restaurants, or even in offices?
Oh, I think this is my opinion. I think that generally shape of the thing is super important, right? In the meeting rooms, like in the areas where people should sit and talk and have a nice time, or feel totally comfort. For me, like round shapes are always welcome.
Okay, but does the spaces you are working with have enough like meters to put around the table, or square?
Of course, if I have no space for this, I will not. Walls are walls, and sometimes there is nothing what I can do, even if I'm trying. But if I have opportunity, then yes, for me, shape has a big
influence. Yeah.
thank you.
Okay. Also finishes and like you can finish it.
I am like natural freak, so I don't know if it asks to if it's good for with this question, you know, because if I could, then I will use natural products everywhere. You know.
Yeah, but it requires also clients clients' needs. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you would close your eyes, what is your archetype of the table? What is the shape? How it looks like?
Let me close my eyes. For me, actually, if I would design my own future meeting area, it wouldn't be shaped like square or round shape. It would be something like no, that would be too much. But something like you know, like natural shape, for example,
Organic.
like something like this.
Let's throw some strike.
And for example, like meeting area table, it is not. It doesn't mean that we have to sit all the time in front of this table, right? We can stand up, we can touch, we can walk and change our position.
So changing the position could be also good for such a meeting places.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. So
We are sitting too long.
Yeah, we are sitting too long. We would prefer maybe to stand.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a feeling sometimes after talking with people that it's sometimes better to stand up and talk than like they're in places like in Asia, people are closer to the ground.
Yes.
This is so different than we are expecting in Europe or in States. Yeah.
But I think if we could observe like every place on the earth and prepare a bag with people behaviors, and then if we want to create our natural area, our natural offices, you know, like fully connected with human being, then we would be surprised how many we can took from Asia, how much we can took from Netherlands, for example. And I think we should more think.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, that's that's a strong statement. Yeah, that's really.
But it is. I can observe it myself also. You know, when I'm searching for products, sometimes I am like super fascinated of oh, this is it, and then I'm going to I don't know, for example, to area where I can touch it, and then I am like, no, no.
Okay.
And it is connected with thinking, because you can buy everything in the internet and you can sell it to your clients. Look, it looks super quite nice, and then you are buying this and
okay. Okay. So ergonomic has a big influence. Like we are physical, so it is.
Oh, I think it has to. It has also for our health, but for me, like. If everything should be like on the normal level, you know, I cannot focus fully on a super chair, because even my physio told me that you cannot sit 8 hours in front of your desk like this.
Yeah, you need to change.
You have to change your position right now, right? And mostly I observe that chairs are super important and table just design.
Okay.
You know?
Okay, so the high-tech in chairs
Yes.
and simplicity in tables.
Yes.
Okay.
But we have to find this, put it on the weight, and we have to find the balance. Yes.
So I have the final question. Yeah, we could talk and talk long, but I'm wondering if you would have to make a list or create a manual for meeting places, what would be the first thing, assumption you would have? Like first, second, and let's focus on 3.
But we are talking about what kind of meeting area generally?
I don't know. Yeah, that's your... You can imagine your...
At first, I would say acoustic.
Okay.
This is super important. This is something what I faced last month. So this is my top 1 for now. Then materials, healthy materials. If you want to have a healthy time with people, we cannot smell toxic.
Yes.
It can sound stupid because people, they sometimes don't care about this, but yeah. And lighting.
Okay.
These are 3 super, super important things if you want to create nice, comfortable area for meetings.
Super. Yeah, sounds beautiful. Yeah. I'm so happy to have you here and to have this conversation. I have a feeling that's a beginning of our journey together with new materials, new solutions, and your insights are so giving me a lot of new thoughts.
Super.
Yeah, and it has changed a bit my perspective. I have a feeling that I need to dig deeper in some ideas.
You can call me at any time. We can talk more.
I would prefer maybe to meet because meeting is our purpose.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Definitely.
Yeah, we can do a lot of by phone, but yeah, meeting and being present is really important.
Yes, that's true.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.